Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday. Welcome back to Recall Knowledge presents Outlaws of Alkenstar, a show where Pathfinder enthusiasts play through your favorite adventure paths. I'm your GM, Steve, and I'm joined by Ricardo, Richard, Ninna, and Tommy. Go ahead, everyone, and say, howdy, Outlaws.
Howdy, Outlaws.
Howdy, Outlaws. Man, I wanted the other thing we were yelling pre-stream really bad, but I'm not gonna.
I don't know. With your guys' timing, they probably heard it. I don't know. Maybe in chat you can verify for us. But everyone who's out there joining us for the first time, welcome, and everyone who's been with us before, welcome back. We're happy that you're with us again. We're getting rolling. We're like basically right in this last part of Punks and a Powderkeg. You know, we're not gonna end it tonight, but guys, I can see the finish line like right there for book one, and it's exciting. It's exciting, and tonight should be a nice, fun episode.
No.
Nice. Feel free to talk about how being excited or whatever here. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, hard right from like the plot to like side quests. That's what's gonna happen for the next month.
Guys, you want some bread?
I like bread time. All right, first real announcement of the night. Bastion episode 2 will be premiering this Friday on Recall Knowledge. Make sure you tune in and check it out. Richard's down there. Richard is GMing the cast through an adventure that takes place after the end of the world. Join a group of recently anointed neophytes as we work towards gaining our sainthood this Friday at 7 o'clock Pacific time. Richard, anything you want to put out there about it?
Yeah, just real excited to get the second episode of this going. It's been a little while since the first episode due to scheduling reasons, but hopefully you guys can check us out. Catch it live because it's going to be a little while before they go on YouTube, because we're going to try to get a batch of them going and then release it on YouTube. So join us on Friday.
Yeah, if you want to catch it live, that's the best way to get it. Or, on our Patreon, they can get it early through our Patreon too. Yeah, so definitely tune in and watch us play. It's gonna be exciting. All right, rolling it right along. Our second or last announcement for the night really is tonight we're sponsored by Molten Hosting.
Sponsored by those Tom Phils.
So hot.
And with the sponsorship of Molten Hosting, we're able to dive right back into our favorite thing, the thing that we should probably do instead of playing Pathfinder at all. We could just do this and make a podcast of this every week, and our audience would probably be happier. Our own dramatic telenovela serial set in the Moltenverse itself. So everyone buckle up and let's pick up right where we left off.
Do I have to read this? I've been waiting for this for weeks.
Is that a lie?
No.
Yeah. I mean, last time we streamed, we actually didn't have a full one. We had a little impromptu one, but now we're getting back into it. So, all right. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
When we last saw our gang, they had just avoided a life-altering crisis by using a special molten hosting stone that reverted them to a backup taken earlier in their life. In a sea of horrible past memories, the one that was chosen brought them face to face with the rugged Angelique Lovelace. In a moment where Calamity Jane had made a deal to bring in the Molten Cowboy. Will this betrayal be the last spark in this lover's quarrel? Let's find out.
Johnny, I'm sorry. I've been trying to tell you this whole time.
I don't mean to be airing my lungs here, Jane, but what in the bangtail's going on?
Horse noises. Can't you see here, Johnny? This whole thing was just a setup. Jane and Casanova have been conspiring to collect on our bounty. Ain't that right?
That's not how this went down.
Show off.
Jane, what in tarnation is going on? You wouldn't have done this.
Haha, yes, but this is what she did, is it not? I'm not sure what magics are in play here, but a deal's a deal, Jane.
Jane, just tell me why you'd bring me here to this flannel-mouthed sheriff anyway. I know you wouldn't do this just for the cash.
I'm sorry, Johnny. I wasn't exactly honest with you. I got into a bit of trouble with the law myself, and I only saw one way out. With this.
Horse noises. Is that a badge? You signed up with the marshals?
Ain't this a bag of nails? Now I've seen it all, including Old Faithful becoming Will Shatner.
Jane, you tattooed "All marshals are bad" on your shoulder. Forget betraying this molten dope. How could you betray me? We are a team.
You don't get it. I wasn't given a choice. Angelique here made sure that there's no way I could pay off my gambling debts, and given our history, she knew I was the only one that could bring Johnny in. It was the only way, Casanova.
Now, no more tears for the criminal. Get him over here into my noose.
You heard the lady. Get moving, Johnny.
Jane, I left this place a long time ago with my tail between my legs. I didn't want to crawl any humps or make others fit to be tied with me, so I skedaddled right on out of here. But I'm a changed man. You know that now. You don't have to do this. We can figure it out together.
For the crimes against Alkenstar, Johnny the Molten Cowboy, you are found guilty of disturbing the peace, violations of public decency on Twitter.
It's okay, Jane. I never treated you the way you deserved. At least now I can face my past properly.
3 counts of murder at a card table, conspiracy to defraud a financial institution.
And to you, Old Faithful Shatner. Hopefully now you can find a rider that truly deserves your ginning about properly.
Horse noises. Oh. Oh. Right. Yeah, sorry. Just playing around with this new Hoofin app. I got to pick up about 2 blocks from here in 2 minutes.
And most importantly, breaking the heart of a shield marshal, Johnny. You are sentenced to death.
Johnny, we've been through so many ups and downs. Like that night we spent in Ostrati Heights. I'll never forget that. Goodbye, Johnny.
You stabbed me, Jane! What the hell?
You son of a bitch, Johnny! You were supposed to duck! Don't you remember that night?
You fools! Bring me the Molten Cowboy!
Oh, Jane, I'll be honest. Just don't shoot me again. I have no idea what night you're even talking about right now.
Hop on, Jane. We can still get out of here if we hurry. I knew you'd do the right thing.
So, do I have time to swing by and grab this pickup? I don't want to lose my rating on this new app. Sad horse noises.
With Calamity Jane and the Molten Cowboy on the run, will they be able to escape the clutches of Angelique Lovelace once and for all? Will the couple finally be able to put their storied past behind them? Will Johnny ever remember a single thing about this relationship? And will Old Faithful manage to maintain a 5-star rating on Herfer? Find out the answer to these questions next time Molten Hosting sponsors the show.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Molten Hosting.
Yeah, so big thanks for this ridiculous sort of space that, like, you know, the Molten Hosting gives us. But thank you, Molten Hosting, for sponsoring tonight's show and providing an awesome Foundry VTT experience. I actually didn't work in a reason that I didn't work it into the show this week. That's fine. But anyways, give them a look at moltenhosting.com. And as a bonus to our viewers and listeners, if you use the referral code Recall Knowledge,
One word.
One
It's
word.
one word.
it's
One
just one
word.
word. If you use it at
Nothing.
checkout, your entire first month of service is free. It's a service we use on the show, and it's one that I can highly recommend that you consider for your own games if you're playing Foundry. Exactly. Thank you. So, Rick starting up the dance party. Everyone,
Doing Tommy's dance step.
that's going to do it for tonight's announcements. Viewers, you go ahead, you sit back, you relax. But players, let's jump into tonight's episode 16 of Outlaws of Alkenstar, as we continue playing Punks in a Powderkeg, written by Vanessa Hoskins.
How do you
Let's
do
go.
this the whole time? It's
Captain.
And we are back. I saw that we got a notification that came up. It kind of slipped under while we were doing our little very, very super serious Molten hosting thing there. But we just got a new Patreon subscriber that came through just at the top of the show. Woohoo! Hello to Kevin Christian,
Hi, Kevin.
aka Falcor, who just dropped in our Discord at the same time. So I'll put a Discord link in chat. Right. Welcome back to Alkenstar. So as the camera fades in, we see high over the smog-filled sky, the city of Alkenstar is having a bit of a rain. The buildings are dripping. We see the sort of grease and thick layers of smudge just coming off the front of the buildings. As here in the westernmost part of the city, we find a abandoned warehouse known as the Widget Works warehouse, where our outlaws are currently sieging the place. We have, I believe Hal is still on the roof, who just launched a keg full of wasps right into the center of the base and ended up kicking off a little battle inside. On the front, we have Reficule, who is trying to light fire to the boarded up windows. We got Wyber, who's trying to smash his way in. And through all of this chaos, and Sarook is holding the door shut so that the wasp can murder everyone inside. And throughout this whole chaotic moment, there is a strange sort of thing where Anita guesses the correct password to enter the building. And right before she's about to be let in, the boss immediately stops the doorman and decides to offer a moment of parley with our outlaws. This is the goblinoid monkey Glaz Nibrix, who is the apparent self-appointed leader as he's come to talk with you, and he has offered you a sit down, right? Like, I've been waiting for you. Why don't you come in and have a seat? It'll be fun. And then we kind of like paused as we said, we'll have a week for you guys to figure out what you want to do next. So here we are. It's been a week. Players, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna throw this.
Not yet.
Okay.
I can give it a shot.
All right, we'll be on the lookout.
I won't ask anyone to go in with me. If you want to, you can. I won't stop you. But Sarook approaches the door.
So yeah, so Sarook is you're volunteering to come in for a chat
Yeah.
by yourself?
If anyone follows, Sarook won't stop them, I think. It doesn't say anything out loud. I think the rest of the team can pick the vibe up pretty easily. That it's like, go where you need to be, do what you can do best. I trust you to cover me.
But we're not burning the place down.
Not yet. As
The
warranted
fire's
later.
starting to spread. Do you have any way to put out the fire there, Refugee? Or are you just gonna let it burn? It's wet wood, so it's not spreading very fast, and it's like there is like a bit of a fire catching localized to this one window right now.
It was mainly just to burn that one window down. So if they want to put it out, they can occupy themselves with it. I'm not putting it out.
So in that moment, you hear a sort of like a bunch of latches and deadbolts slide from the inside of the security door. You know, the door opens and you see this like sort of humanoid person. Let's see if I can just share the art real quick. Audience can see the screen, but this is there's this person, this like youngish kind of boy. He's got like a trench coat, wearing very muted colors, definitely strapped with bombs in the inside of his coat, and he kind of like looks you up and down, Sarook, and kind of like grins and steps to the side and like motions for you to go ahead and come on in.
So
And then-
I will.
Yep, and looks past you to see if anyone else. That's it. Just the one.
No, I'm gonna go in with Sarook.
I am as well.
Okay.
As I step in, I'm
Fanny's
gonna
going. I'm going.
start, just if I can, walk in the room, glance around everywhere. Is there anyone waiting in ambush? Is there anything that looks particularly eye-catching or important?
Sure, make a perception check as you come in to see what you might notice. And yeah, Opal stands there and just lets you all come in without too much of a hassle. Doesn't try to like close you off or separate you. Just kind of patiently waits for you all to come in. As Sarook, as you're kind of looking around, you can see it looks like this room was probably once upon a time used as a sort of reception desk for this place when it was probably functional as an actual workshop. And this might be where you could like come in and like potentially even pick up the orders and such. But right now it's just kind of in this rundown state. It's not, there's like char marks everywhere, graffiti on the walls, broken wood, broken bottles. Nothing looks too interesting. Nothing catches your eye as being potentially dangerous. There doesn't appear to be anyone hidden. It just kind of seems like this is a fairly neglected part of the warehouse, and the single chair kind of positioned right by the door. And you can see like 5 or 6 deadbolt locks on the inside of this door. This is definitely like a high security checkpoint for them. Opal, is Wybert coming in too?
Yes.
Okay. So Wybert goes in, comes in, and then as soon as you guys are all in, looks past, make sure there's no one else coming. And then he closes the door and just deadbolt locks you guys in. Like, this guy's eyeing you with all your weapons. The boss doesn't really like it if you're actively threatening him, so maybe we could keep your weapons just like maybe not out in a brandishing sort of way. Just a tip. And then just like walks past and escorts you guys into the next room through a door.
I look towards Annie and Sarook.
I can't. Why, but
Throw the
Coffee?
pistol and sheath it.
Mm.
I can draw it out easily enough if need be.
Indeed.
All right.
And as Opal sort of walks you into this room, he sort of announces you guys or announces his boss. So presenting our boss, Brickbreaker. I think, was that his name? Brick Blaster. Sorry. Brick Blaster. and he like motions up. And this warehouse sort of is definitely run down. If the other room has a bunch of scorch marks, this room, you guys are probably pretty amazed it hasn't somehow burned down. There's like scorch marks, explosions, crates half open. You see some that look like they're just full of black powder, explosives. This warehouse is very packed to the brim with like shipping containers. And there's this sort of metal catwalk that is raised above the room, and it goes up like 20 feet with like ladders up there. And mounted atop of that, even higher, you see a sort of scrap metal throne, pieces of like sheet metal stacked, and a chair as Glaz Nizbrick, the brick blaster, is seated on top of his throne. That looks really like he's really enjoying the like ceremony, the regalness of this. He enjoys these sort of theatrics as he stands there and motions for you to like, come before him, kind of in the space. He's like, come, friends. I have been very impressed with you. I've been waiting to meet you.
Indeed. Sarook starts walking forward and again glancing for I don't know if this guy's left any rancor pits around here, but that's the vibe I am catching. So
that's not a bad vibe for this situation for sure. There is a giant like sewer grate right in the middle of the floor. And so, that kind of jumps out to you as potentially a problematic thing, Sarook. So maybe don't stand on the sewer grate in case there's actually give me a perception check for this room. I'll tell you maybe what you can notice.
In case there's, a rust use.
Right. Yeah, I think the thing that you notice is like on the side of his throne, he does have like a large gear shift that it looks like in one moment he could reach his hand out and pull a giant lever with like all these crazy gears on it. And your eyes immediately drift to this like sewer grate right in front of you. And you think maybe we shouldn't stand on this while we're talking to the guy, right? Rancor pit vibes for sure.
Just walk right up to it. All right. You wanted to talk to us?
How? While this is going down and the rest of the crew is sort of coming into the chamber, you're still on the roof, right? The rain's coming down. You're like perched up on the roof. You've got alchemist fire. What do you have in your hand? You have something from last week.
He's gone to the
He's waiting with he's got a pint of oil, pretty much the booze that I gave him.
That's right. Yeah. He's so quiet. He doesn't want to give away his position. That's why he's still not unmuting. He's very in character.
He's up there humming to himself. The roof. The roof is on fire.
No, it's a window that was on fire. Jeez.
So you come in. Glaz Nibrix is like, there you can see there used to be 4 sort of people here with Glaz, but 2 of them, you see their sort of bodies on the catwalk, sort of lying there slumped, giant welts across their faces, as it looks like maybe they were stung to death by a swarm of wasps recently, which maybe makes you a little nervous, but Glaz doesn't even seem to give them much of a second glance at all. Their dead bodies just lay there as he kind of greets you, his guests. And so he's got this throne of clockwork junk. He's got the gray brown fur because he's a very furry little goblin monkey. And you get a good look now at him. His whole body is encased in a suit of armor from head to toe. It's like very little goblin skin, like furry goblin skin is exposed. It's all a suit of haphazardly put together clockwork gear that just encases his body exactly almost like you knew, Ruficule, when you told them about this robot monkey goblin so many days ago.
Like I said, platinum arms.
So he's like, I gotta say, I'm very impressed that you guys managed to track me down, especially so fast. I mean, I knew you were gonna come looking for me, but I guess the question is, did you come to kill me? And then you hear his cronies, the 2 that are left alive, kind of laugh under their breaths. Or maybe you just wanted to know why. And then you can see his tail sort of swishing back and forth on his throne. Why it is a bunch of powder snorting, fire-lighting hoodlums like us might care about some egg-headed book thumper. Huh? Am I right? And he's like kind of looking down at you, Sarook, as you're like kind of standing here looking up at him on his throne.
Well, you've invited us into your space. Why don't you tell us everything?
Well, that would just ruin the fun, wouldn't it? We gotta get to know each other, a little bit of foreplay. That's how it goes. I mean, look, you killed 4 of my men back at the bridge. You killed 2 right now. And he points over at the ones that are dead. And for that, I gotta say, I'm really impressed. And he like claps and he like just literally gives you guys an enthusiastic clap. Like, seriously, the stories I've heard about you guys are wild.
I'm glad you heard the stories, and I'm glad you've listened to them, even though you attacked us in the street. No, really. Who hired you? Why?
Oh, you asked a question that pointed question. Oh, man.
I didn't think I would ever get to use this, but here we are.
Nice. You asked a question that charms or needles someone in just the right way. Asked a question that you've been conversing with. Attempt a diplomacy check against the creature's will DC. Oh, okay. Perfect. Let's make
point out for everyone in Twitch, there's this thing you can do to hand out hero points to folks.
That's right. You can earn some channel points and trade them in for hero points. Why don't you go ahead, make this diplomacy check, and see what is the specific question? I guess you're asking.
Who hired you and why?
So
You're so good at Pathfinder.
I am so good.
27. It's against his will DC. So that's a success, but not a critical success. So that's not bad. So the target must directly answer your question. It doesn't have to answer truthfully.
Then I got a +2 to perception about it.
Yeah. So
2.
So he says, one egghead hiring me to get another egghead. It wasn't personal. It was just business. And you can make a perception check to see with a +2 circumstance bonus to see if he's lying.
Alrighty. Pursue a lead. I'm going to spell this really wrong, typing it really fast. +2. I think these are secret, yeah?
Yeah, for the perception, this one would definitely be secret.
Do random buttons. Add. And set it to secret. Blood GM roll.
So much math.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Welcome to Pathfinder.
You get the impression that he's being truthful, if not a little dodgy. He's not obviously giving you the name outright, but he does seem to be. There's no sign of deception in this answer he gave you.
I see.
I assume you want to find this egghead, correct? That's why you're here. I mean, if you want to keep going a few rounds with me and my boys, we can definitely do that. But honestly, it'd be such a shame to kill you because you guys are so awesome. I'd rather be friends. Is that possible?
What does friendship with you entail?
Maybe have some drinks, burn some stuff, snort some black powder. We got some good stuff in here. And, no one dies.
And if we say no, do we get to walk away?
Well, yeah. I'll let you walk away right now if you want. No problem.
I do not believe him. I'm gonna make a secret perception check.
He is absolutely lying through his teeth. Like, he will burn this place to the ground with you guys in it before you are able to walk out of here alive. He's like, listen. I got a deal that can kind of help both of us out, right? You want some stuff. I want some stuff. Any deal where we all walk away happy is a win-win situation, right? And then the boss over there is like, a win-win-win, boss. Like, yes, a win-win-win. Because you win, I win, we all win. Great.
Sure. What do you want?
It's simple. One-time only deal. You fight my Bitey, a pet snake that I stole fair and square. Anyone that survives can ask me any questions you want, and I'll answer truthfully. No more beating around the bush. I'll give you exactly what you want. You can trust me.
I think at this point, Ruffy starts walking up.
As he does, I think I can do this more than once. Where is Shoma Lazarius?
It says they're immune for an hour.
Never mind. I look over at this person right over here. I say, "Where is Shomel Isarius?"
Oh, okay, interesting. Make it on target the other guy.
Yeah. And as Refi's walking up, I'll just hand goes down to where weapon is. Alrighty. Whoosha! Ooh. Oh, hey,
Very
look at that.
nice. So, the guy doesn't answer you, right? Like, you can see that, like, your basic, Chris in chat, your basically, like, pointed question causes him to sweat as he looks between the boss and you, and he knows he's not supposed to say anything, but you, like, are compelling him so much so that he doesn't answer you, but you actually watch his eyes go from you, and there's a pile of crates kind of in the corner of this room. His eyes immediately go to those crates and back to you, and you pick up in that moment that he's looking at these crates for a reason.
All right, new plan. Let's get on with it. And reaches down to Mace.
So as Refi's walking up, as Sarook's yelling at the underling, I'm gonna talk to Gaz. So you've heard stories about us, right?
I mean, I hadn't heard of you before yesterday, but I've heard a lot since then.
Have you ever heard a story about how demons first came into being? And my hat's low right now.
I can't say that I have.
Crazy man once told me that it's the souls of mortals who have sinned so greatly, they're sent to the abyss to become devoured and turn into demons themselves. They say you can't escape your fate there, that you can't escape the demons. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. Take off the coat, let it drop. But I do know one thing. It is true in Alkenstar that you can't escape the demon here. And take off my hat, drop it to the ground, and look up and use intimidating glare with my red eye and horns. Or maybe you haven't heard of Old Rock.
While he's doing that, can I like scooch the hat so it doesn't fall near the Rancor pit? I'm concerned.
Thank you.
Yeah. He grins, and you just kind of see him. He licks his finger, and he puts it in the air. And it's a little confusing for a moment. He goes, I sense it might be raining lead very soon. And like immediately, like there's this moment where everyone's going for their weapons and stuff. So let's go ahead and roll some initiative if that's what we're doing.
Would my intimidating glare gone off first? Because I was trying. That's what
I will let you do the intimidating glare, but you're going to roll intimidate for your initiative.
I'm rolling diplomacy for initiative to shoot a guy. I love Pathfinder.
And then Hal's on the roof, like sort of just listening to this kind of come up. So you're still up there, right? Right, Hal?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what's going on.
Okay. So yeah, you can make this. This could probably be a stealth initiative for you if you prefer, or a perception, your choice.
My perception's actually higher than my intimidation.
We need to mess around with what Wyber. Roll crafting for initiative. Everybody get your best things.
Not great initiative for those Powderkeg punks.
All right.
Glaz didn't get great either. A lot of low rolls.
We're shaking out real weird tonight.
Everybody add +2 if they can.
Oh, cool. 15 then.
12 for me.
I get a +2 from 10 paces.
So intimidating glare, you make a demoralize check, right?
Correct.
Go ahead and make that demoralize check.
That's a 22.
Nice.
That's pretty good, and that targets his will save, right? That's a success, so I think that puts him to frightened 1, right?
I believe so.
It's just a normal demoralize, but it's just a look.
Yeah. At the end of my little speech, I glared him with my red eye.
Despite the fact he like does that joke about it raining lead, you can tell his voice was quivering a bit because you have your whole like Pulp Fiction speech about the Bible has paid off here. So guys, you want to fight? You found yourselves a fight with the Powderkeg punks. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Well, you know, Rafi, one thing was correct. Negotiations were short.
Refi, you have first initiative. Yeah, let's just check because you get +2 from Hal.
I get a +2 from 10 paces, so it's already included.
I guess that would bump. Did you include the +2 already, Sarook?
I did not. I should have a 15.
Yeah, so I'll bump you up in front of Glaz. Perfect. All right. Ruficule.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
It's just Star Wars pun night or what?
Pretty much.
All right, free action. Oh, I guess I had it sheathed, so free action to draw my pistol.
Perfect.
Free action to take 10 paces back.
Okay. Just to point out, the way that it handles like tiles and stuff's not great. So these gunners are actually 20 feet up on the catwalks, even though the art shows them kind of below the catwalks because of the way the layering works in Foundry. They're actually above the catwalks. So just so you know,
doing a little dance.
They're gonna be when you're fucking shooting at them.
They're gonna be doing a little dance on the catwalk.
Actually, I'm gonna stay right where I am. I'm not gonna take the free 10 step, and I'm gonna shoot Mr. Platinum Man here.
Yeah, bring it on.
Rain lead indeed.
He's frightened, so this could work in your favor. What if one shot just ended him like right here, like crit, massive damage on the gunslinger?
What if that happened?
I definitely had my pistol loaded before
You
this.
definitely had it loaded. Yes.
All right. Merry
Don't mind
Chrysler.
me.
That's a 27.
27 is a hit, but not a crit.
All right. I'll take it. Yeah. 7 points of damage.
All right, so you shoot up 7 points of damage. He's wearing this like really thick metallic armor, and your gunshot like hits and basically kind of is absorbed. You pierce through the armor, but he has 5 resistance to your physical damage. He only takes 2 damage from that.
Fair enough. Second action, I'm going to use Reconter's Reload and target this fella over here
All right, bring it.
with my Intimidating Glare as well.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh, it was almost a natural 20.
Yep. Sorry, that's a fail.
That's fine. I still reload. And third action, what weapons do they have up there?
They both have flintlock pistols, and then Glaz looks like he's got the suit of armor with a giant like machine gun mounted on his shoulder.
I'm gonna take, while he's still frightened, hopefully this might affect his decision, I'm gonna take a third attack and use cover fire against Glaz.
Okay.
So he can either choose to take the attack and I get a +1 circumstance bonus, or he can duck and get +4 AC. But then he also has negative bonus on his range attacks.
Right. Actually, Glaz is a crazy motherfucker. He's gonna take it.
Yeah, that tracks.
All right. Was hoping that maybe the frightened would have.
Oh, I see. Because he's frightened. You think maybe that would play into his
Try
decision
it,
making?
but why not? All right, Merry Chrysler.
No, I think Glaz is just too. I like what you're going for, but I think unfortunately no.
All right, let me add this bonus.
Oh, that's a natural 20. That's the crit. He should have dodged that one.
Should have dodged that one.
All right. Well, that is a critical hit, even with the penalty and multiple attack penalty. Crits in chat for this. Gunslinger's critting. Can you end him right now?
Oh, terrible damage.
Oh, not the greatest of damage rolls. Resists 5, but still takes 20 points of damage. Actually, like you see like part of the armor, you find like it just blows through and you can see just like blood sort of dripping from the wounds. And he kind of looks down, eyes wide. And the look you actually get back is almost admiration. Like he's looking at you, Reficule, and he is impressed.
Rain and lead, indeed. And that's my turn.
All right, up on the roof, Halbrent.
Oh, where am I on the roof?
You would probably be right around here because this is right where the stained glass, sorry, the overhead windows are.
All right.
So you'd be right there looking down on everyone.
Still got the Molotov in my hand. Is it just burning? Can I throw it at the sky?
Yeah. So Yes, you can. So let's see. All it says is that it's like a ranged attack. It doesn't say anything about like a ranged increment. So just make a straight attack roll.
Straight attack roll with. You want me to use my pistol?
It would be
Unarmed attack.
It's a thrown weapon. Is thrown strength based in this game or no?
Dex without the brutal trait.
Got it. So it'd just be like you can do the same as a gunshot. That's fine.
All right.
Can we get another crit?
This action. All right. Let me target the man and.
Okay.
20.
A 20 is actually a miss. So the Molotov cocktail comes in from the roof, flies, hits the ground, misses him. It splashes. I think it just splashes a little to the back, and like half his throne just goes up in flame, but it doesn't quite hit him for damage. Yeah, I was gonna say he's flat-footed against it, but even with the flat-footed condition, that's still gonna be a miss, unfortunately.
It says +7, but I should have a +9.
Oh, because it's doing the range penalty.
Yep.
Why is it doing a range penalty, anyways?
Coat pistol's only 30 feet.
You're within 30 feet of him, aren't you? Okay, so without the range increment penalty and with the flat-footed condition, it is a hit.
What damage you want me to roll?
Roll a DC 10 flat check.
I think the pint of oil has damage, doesn't it?
Sorry, no, a D20. It's a DC 10 flat check on a D20.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So when you look at the oil, it says if you light it and then throw it, it's a DC 10 flat check for the oil to successfully ignite when it hits. So it hit, you splattered him in oil, he's coated in oil. Even though you lit it, it's saying that it doesn't actually catch him on fire. That feels bad, doesn't it?
Because it's
like,
yeah.
Improvised explosives are as improvised explosives do.
All right, roll a D6, and because the flat check failed, I'll just get to give him half of the D6. All right, so he takes 2 points of fire damage. And he's not resistant to the fire damage. He takes all of it.
I will draw my pistol and step away from the glass, the overhead glass, and move, I guess, a little bit. And that's my turn.
Very good. Okay, that brings us to Sarook's turn.
Okie dokie. I'm going to target the man's briefly out of character. Is the lighting effect from the windows, is that in Foundry? Because that's really fucking cool. And I've been staring at it this whole time.
I think they just drew it into the map directly.
Nice. Untap, upkeep, devices. You know I'm going to keep that.
It's going to be a 28.
All of that. And I'm going to use it to shoot him.
All right, a 28 will be a hit, but not a crit.
Heck. All right, fair enough. So then I totally understand if I cannot consider him the subject of my lead because my lead was this place, if that was one action to do so. Otherwise, 9 points of damage.
That's a good point. I think the lead was the Powderkeg punks, and since he's the actual leader of the Powderkeg punks, I think I'll let it ride, and that would be a free action for you. So that's
a generous
9 points. 9 points of damage. He is resistant 5 to this damage, so he takes 4.
Gotcha. And then action the second, we spin the barrel, and action the third, we raise the shield.
All right, that brings us to Glass's turn. So the first thing Glass does, he laughs, and he's like, "You guys are like masters of your craft, I gotta say." And he reaches down, he puts his hand on the like giant lever, and he clicks the lever. And immediately your guys' eyes all kind of go towards the like pit at the bottom of the floor, like consciously. But what actually happens is these gears start turning on the walls around the room. This giant double doors here to the south begin to like, the doors themselves begin to like unlock and open outwards automatically. And you hear a large like hissing sound coming from that direction. That's his first action. And then he like says, "My turn." And the giant shoulder cannon on his thing spins, locks right on you, Refuel, and the barrels begin like spinning up. And this giant shot just shoots right your way. And he's using his really big gun, which takes 2 actions. Yes. Okay. 30 feet away. Really big gun targeting Refuel. So that's going to be a 27 to hit. Hit, but not a crit, correct?
Hit, not a crit.
Hit, not a crit. I'll go ahead and roll damage from his really big gun. That's low damage. You take 9 points of damage.
All right.
And then you watch as the gun spins up and fires this like really powerful shot. It sort of like winds down. You kind of watch as the gun itself, kind of like this mechanical sort of loader, kind of comes up out of his shoulder and begins like loading the gun for him while he's just kind of standing there. But that's all 3 of his actions: 1 to interact, 2 to shoot. Anita.
All right, DM question. Could
Yes.
I? Because for the Tanglefoot bag, it has to hit a creature, but if I hit the floor right here, just to prep for whatever's coming, could I do that?
See. Let's see. Tanglefoot bag. It's filled with sticky substicks. You know, I'm feeling merciful, so I'll say I'm trying to figure out how to work this, right? Because normally you have to hit. If you don't hit, it doesn't actually go off, right? So if you throw at the square, the creature, it shouldn't automatically affect the creature, right? There should still be a...
Yeah, that's my question. Like, if they walk into it.
Yeah, but like normally there's an attack roll, right? So we can't do if you just put a square in, anyone that walks in is automatically stuck, because that bypasses the main mechanic, which is the attack roll. So what I'll say is you can throw it into a square. When the creature comes into that square, at that time you'll make the attack roll, and if it hits, I'll have counted it as attacking that creature.
Okay.
And that way you can prep the square, but we still get the roll, and I think that's the fairest way to do it.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so first action, I'm gonna grab my Tanglefoot bag. Second action, I'm gonna throw it here.
Okay.
Splat. And then third action, I'm gonna go into overdrive.
Okay. So go ahead and make that overdrive check.
That is
Ooh.
a 14.
I believe that's a
fail.
Yeah, it's a failure, so nothing happens, but no negative effects either.
Mm-hmm. That's it for my turn.
All right. The Powderkeg punk gunners get to go next. This one here, I think strides forward 10 feet to here. Draws. Oh, they have their pistol in their hand. They draw it up at Reficule, and will target you with a flintlock pistol strike. That is a 15 to hit, which misses Reficule.
That's a miss.
And with the third action, reloads their weapon. This one here, yeah, I think they stride forward 20 feet. And I think they'll also just target and then take a shot onto Reficule.
That's what you get for looking really cool before the encounter starts.
and shooting the boss.
That's fair.
And shooting the boss.
That's a 20 to hit Reficule.
That misses. Oh no, sorry. That hits.
I think it just hits.
Just hits.
So that's going to be 3 points of damage, and their third action is to reload. All right, top of the round. Gunfire's kind of rung out. Opal, who's kind of guarding the front door, hears the thing devolve into like explosions. He's like, oh shit, not again. First action, stands up from the chair, because technically kind of sitting down. Third action is to kind of like stride over here into the doorway to see like what's going on. Third action is to kind of dip back into the door frame with kind of like head peeking out, and it's sort of like taking cover in this doorway from you guys. But that's all Opal does. That brings us back to Reficule.
First action, Recontours reload to create a diversion against Gaz.
Perfect.
I'm going to just probably make like a feint. Not great.
Not going to do it, yeah.
But it's just a reload anyway, so.
Yep.
Would have had to done it anyway. I'm going to then shoot him again.
Reficule's getting a hero point from chat. Thank you, chat.
Merry Chrysler.
Come on, Chrysler. Thank you, Chrysler.
31. That is a hit, not a crit.
Oh, wow.
Pretty much have to get a nat 20 to hit to crit then.
Indeed.
Or debuff him a bit, but yeah. His arm, he's wearing some pretty hefty, like
I mean, that
armor.
I tried to debuff him, but it didn't work.
It did? You crit last turn? I guess.
No, I mean, no. The created version didn't work. All right, so
right.
That's going to be 7 points damage again. Not great.
All right. Oops. So he's resistant to 5, so it takes 2.
All right. Second action. Oh no, third action. Recontours reload against this guy over here to the south. Intimidating glare.
Okay. Go for it.
I just cannot do anything with these reloads.
Yeah, 11's just gonna not do it.
But that's my turn.
Okay. Hal, on the roof.
I was going to step forward back to look into the place, and his pistol's out, loaded and drawn. He's gonna shoot at the boss guy.
Oh.
Target the boss guy, shoot him with the pistol.
Okay, go for it. He is aware of you now. It's not flat-footed this time. You haven't done any sort of hides or sneaks or anything.
And I would like to show him my pistol. I would like to strike.
I just show it to him.
Okay, he's good. Isn't it dope?
A pistol in your coat, you're just happy to see me.
Depends on the roll.
Both.
The 23 will be a hit. It's only a miss because it thinks you're further than you actually are.
I mean, technically shooting down, you get a little bit better.
2 points of damage is not enough to get through his resistance, so it kind of stays there. It doesn't actually do any damage.
Al is going to stride back over to grab the rope that he's tied on to the sturdy piece of hardware on the roof here and pull the rope up and get ready to throw it in next round.
Got it.
Nice.
Got it. Okay. That was all 3 actions, I believe. So, coming out of this room for the first time, you hear this large, let me just see, 25 feet. This large creature sort of strides out of the room, and you see this giant snake, like barely gets out of this double doors. It comes slithering out, and you see it like looks like hungry, and it kind of like licks its lips and it's little flicking its tongue as it sniffs in the air. Its eyes kind of go in your guys' direction, but it goes right over your trap, Anita, so you can make your Tanglefoot bag strike.
All right. Tanglefoot. Oh, that's a natural one, so I'm going to use a hero point for that.
Let's be a hero. Let's be a hero. That's natural ones are not great. Come on, Chad, if you got hero points, send them over.
13.
13 will not be enough, so that is a miss. So I think the glue sort of gets into it, but it's so big it just kind of isn't affected by it. And so it gets to finish its stride to here. I think it actually it's going to take a second stride, and it's going to get right up on Sarook, who does have your shield raised, right?
I do.
But it will sort of like lick that, like you can just see it like as it opens its mouth and tries to take a large bite of a nice juicy target. Shield is up. Let's
Fight
see.
my shield.
That's a 28.
That will definitely hit.
Yep.
Owie.
You're gonna shield block?
I think. Can I wait to see the damage or no?
It's an interesting question. I think I'll let you see the damage.
I'm gonna block it. Oh my god.
Okay. So you can go ahead and block that and take
9 damage.
Okay, 9 damage through. And as it gets through your shield, one like fang kind of clips you right in the shoulder. I need you to make a fortitude save from this cobra.
I always do that. I always click the thing instead of the thing I'm supposed to click. I wanted to click this thing. You know I'm gonna use a hero point right
This
now.
is a hero
Yes,
point.
do
Yes.
it.
I wanna
Yes.
die. Not to a snake. Snake?
Okay, 24 becomes the success. So critical failure into a success, that's a good use of a hero point. So the venom, you feel the venom, you push the sort of snake back off you, and you resist the poisonous effects. That's all 3 actions for this thing.
Okie doke. So because it's a free action, Also, shout out to Foundry. I no longer have to do geometry because it will track the vertical, and that has made my fucking day. But I'm gonna try to keep a sight line down on boss guy. I'm gonna click the strike button because it seems to be calcing the right thing, but I'm not necessarily attacking. Well, I'll just fuck it. For my free action, I devise a stratagem and throw it in the trash because it is very bad. And then I'm gonna turn to the very
Anita
large
and
snake.
Sarook both got hero points, by the way, from chat.
Thanks, chat, who definitely wasn't.
Chat.
Thank you, Richard. Your character is cool. I'm gonna hit this thing with my teeth.
You gonna bite the snake back?
Nah, I forgot I have a rune in my. Well, I'd have to interact. Yeah, fuck it. One action. We're gonna tusk him. Nice.
All right, 26 is a hit.
And it's 12 points of damage.
You bite back. You actually dealt more damage to him than he dealt to you with his bite. That's
JK, it should
impressive.
have been 8 damage. I had devised a stratagem on, so there wasn't any. That 4 precision didn't happen.
Got it. Well, then it was just about almost the same.
I still hurt him. And then for the second action, you guessed it, kids, we're gonna do it again. To no avail.
Critical miss. Can't get through that one.
And then for my third action, I'm just going to keep what remains of the shield between the jaws of the cobra and the rest of me.
Perfect.
Roaring and stabbing at the hood with my tusks as I go.
All right. Bite battle ensues. Glaz.
Not a bite. We went over this with the nose.
Yeah, so Glaz like sits here and like looks up at like looking up at the roof, looking at you guys. You watch as his gun is still being reloaded by his armor. It's not even loaded yet. It's not even usable right now. He looks up towards the skylight, and he's going to use all 3 actions to do something this turn, which is called escape route, which gives him 4 strides. And for each stride, he can climb, leap, stand, step, or stride. And he has a climb speed. So this monkey goblin, you watch is immediately behind his throne. He's up the wall. He's to the ceiling, and you watch as he's sort of like doing the like monkey swing across the ceiling, and flips his way and lands on the roof, face to face with Hal. Well, Hal's like over on the edge getting the rope. Hal, you turn. Glaz has landed on the roof, and he's up there with you. Out of sight, like he's out of sight with everyone else. It's just you and him standing on the roof right now. But that's all his actions to get up there.
Fancy meeting you here.
Anita.
All right, so I'm gonna spend an action to give 2 to Wybert, and he's gonna go here.
Okay.
And he'll hit this snake with a Wybert smash.
Go for it. Wybert smash.
Is that flanking?
It should be, yeah.
Okay. Oh yes.
It should calculate automatically.
It's a 20.
So it would be a miss, but you hit because of the flanking, the flat-footed condition.
Automated.
Yes.
Okay, so they will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
6 points of damage.
Okay, and then I will spend one more action to grab my healer's tools and then stride to Refy. That's it for my turn.
All right, the Powderkeg punks get to go next. They would do some cool stuff with their Alchemist Fire, but they all use their Alchemist Fire killing the wasp. So like none of them actually have Alchemist Fire on them right now, which is pretty good for you guys. I think seeing Anita come running over with the medicine kit, and they kind of recognize the situation. This one up here targets Anita and makes a flintlock pistol strike against her.
Mike.
8 is really misses. Either way, it's a complete miss. They fire, and it you serpentine your way through. It just completely misses you, Anita. Second action to reload. Third action is to sort of, stride back a little bit. This one will stride over here 20 feet. Second action to target Refy with a strike on Reficule. Ooh, there's a natural 20.
Oh,
that misses.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be a critical hit. Let's see what they do. Low damage rolls, 4 points of damage. It was It was 1 on the dice and doubled that for 2, and then 2 on the fatal dice for 8. 4 points of damage. That's pretty good for getting away with a crit. And the third and final action is to reload. That's it. Top of the round, you see Opal sticks the head, still sees all this going on, and then immediately goes like, back up. I need to get back up, and then runs to the front door, spends an interact to like unlock it. Actually, because of how many locks it is, he has to spend all his actions to unlock like all 5 locks.
Oh God.
So he's just like unlocking all the doors on his turn. Reficule.
Right. Didn't like that, you bastards. And I'm going to target the one that tried to shoot Annie.
Okay. Yep, that's the one up here on the north side.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a critical
That's
hit.
a 28.
Yeah, that's a critical hit against these guys. Let's get a high damage roll here.
28 points of damage.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So 28 points of damage. You blast this one. They fly back off the catwalk. Yeah, they do as a little spin on the catwalk as he tumbles to his death into the crates and debris in the back of the corner. 1 down.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I just need to take care of these guys first before I can do anything else. I'm going to use Raconteur's Reload to create a diversion against... Oh no, I already... he gets a +4 then. Right? I did create a diversion on the guy in the bottom, right?
I think you did it on Glaz before he went upstairs, didn't you?
Twice, though, didn't I?
Oh,
The guy at the bottom, you did Intimidate.
Intimidating
You went
glare, right.
diversion,
You did the glare,
yeah. I'm gonna use create a diversion then.
Okay.
Reload. All right. Create a diversion is a deception check. 18.
18 will succeed, which makes him flat-footed against the strike.
Right. Map attack. Mary Chrysler.
Hey, Chrysler.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
All right, 11's gonna miss. This is hero point territory.
Mary Chrysler.
Okay, that's a crit too.
Woohoo!
That's Refi for
All right.
you. That is a heroic moment, by the way. Double crits on the mooks. Crits in
Great
chat.
damage. 17 points.
17. It's still enough to like you spin around. The second shot, this one too does this little spin on the catwalk as he stumbles back, does a spin, and tumbles off the edge to the ground, defeated.
And as the gun's smoking, I said, "It's so nice to be able to finally fucking see without that damn eye patch."
Nice.
Oh, Rafi, I'm so proud of you.
That's my turn.
All right. Hal, we're on the rooftop. The rain's coming down. This goblin mech dude is on the roof. He's probably about like 25 feet away from you, just staring you down. Had to come meet you.
Hal is going to stride up to him.
Woohoo!
Right up to him? Okay.
Gonna look over the edge and see Reficule and think how he killed his roommate, and he's gonna try to shove this creature back into
Back into the thing. All right, I love it. So that would be it's a shove attack. So that was
athletics.
Athletics against the Fortitude. So go ahead and target Glaz.
And if he grabs an edge, he's grabbing an edge on broken fucking glass.
It's like broken glass. Yeah. 23 is a success. So Hal comes up and shoves Glaz. Glaz goes back through the sunroof. Also, I gotta say, take a hero point for that because it sounds awesome. And you also got a hero point from chat. So you shove him back into the window. He falls down. He is going to use his reaction to grab an edge. So he gets a reflex save. I'm gonna say it's harder to grab this because it's kind of jagged glass, and even if he succeeds without a critical success, he is gonna take some damage on his hand. I'll make the DC
rainy.
It's raining. It's broken glass. I'll make the DC like 18 for this. Oh, that's not. I'm gonna make. No, I feel like it needs to be like 20. I'm gonna make the DC 20 on this with the rain and the glass and everything. All right, reflex save for Glaz as he tumbles back down. 26, so he makes it, but not a critical success. This is a success. So his hand goes in, he grabs the edge of the glass. The shard goes through his hand. I'm gonna make him take some damage, and I'm not gonna give him his resistance from his armor. So he takes 4 points of damage. He is hanging there, off the edge of the ledge. That was just your first action. Actually, it was just your second action, Hal.
Second action.
Long live the king.
Ho, ho, ho.
Seeing as how I think I'm going to probably try to, trip him is the same thing, right? No. Yeah, trip. I'm going to try to trip him.
Trip him while you're hanging there? Okay. This is another attack action, so it will be at the multiple attack penalty for the second one of the turn. Trip targets his fortitude DC, right?
Reflex.
But yeah, shove his fortitude, trip his reflex, add him backwards. Perfect.
Yep. And
He's also like 30 feet up, so if he falls, that's gonna be some shit.
use a hero point.
Yes.
Yeah, 11's a critical failure, so if you don't hero point, you're gonna fall prone. You're gonna slip on the rain.
It's a bad day for rain. It's a great day for rain.
Okay,
I thought that was
it's still a
17.
failure. So you go to trip him, knock him loose, and he does this. He's very agile and he's hanging there, and he's really quick, and you're not able to finish the job. So he does not plunge all the way to the ground, unfortunately.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, that brings us to Bitey's turn.
They keep skipping over me and making my shield fall off.
Yeah, because I think Rick hits end turn and I'm hitting end turn at the same time. It like double skips. So
You guys
that's
just
my
want me
bad.
to die. I see what it is.
It is, yeah. So Bitey, not being the smartest thing, continues to do. Oh, you know what? First things Bitey does, like rears up and his like hood flares out and does this like sort of like cobra thing, and he flares the hood. Everyone within 20 feet must make a will save, against this effect.
Theoretically, could have
Wybert should be immune.
got a hero point.
I think Wybert's immune. He's a construct, so he's immune to this, I believe. He's immune to like
No, he's
anything
not.
mental.
You'd think, but he's not.
Oh, if he's not, then make the save for Wybert. Yeah,
What is it? Will save?
will save. You can either click the link I put in chat or just make the will save. So Sarook success, Reficule failure, Wybert failure, and then Anita is the only other one that needs it.
Fine. Failed.
So Wybert becomes frightened 1, Anita becomes frightened 1, Reficule becomes frightened 1. Sarook is unaffected. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. Sorry. On a success, you're frightened 1. On a failure, you're frightened 2. So frightened 2 for everyone except for Sarook.
Oh, good.
But still, that's not bad. So one action to do that. The second action is going to be to try to grapple you.
Okay.
So it will do an athletics check against your
Fort DC.
grapples against reflex, right? Oh, fortitude. It's always fortitude. All right. So the snake tries to wrap around with a 14. That's not going to do it.
Barely fails. Whew.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it tries to like wrap around you. It's not able to. And then his third action will be to bite at you with the multiple attack penalty. 22 just hits because of the frightened condition.
Yup. I'll go ahead and block it.
Okay, so
Great
damage
shield.
roll out. Only 12. The shield does break. And then you also needed to make the fortitude save against the venom.
Oh, I do. I really, really do. I really, really, really need to make it and not Okay, cool. Oh, boo.
Yeah, it's still a failure. So as the poison grips you, unless you have a hero point you want to use.
I used it on the will save.
Okay, then you're gonna take
Quick chat.
5 points of poison damage as you feel the you can feel the sort of poison coursing through your body. But that's Spidey's turn. Sarook.
Nice. Okay, so because it's a free action, because Simba is dangling over my head, I'm just gonna, for the sake of argument and a natural 20, which I didn't get. Okay, cool. So then, oh god, what do? I think because it's a free action to do so, I will drop what remains of my shield onto the ground.
Okay.
And then I think for 3 actions, stand firm. I've seen worse. And I'm gonna, if you are in this emanation, so I can't get Wybert, but I can try to get everybody else.
That's true. All right. That's a diplomacy check.
Shooting over.
So if he beats your will DC, this is really cool. If he beats your will DC, then you're going to get your frightened reduction. Oh, it's a natural 20.
Let's go!
That means you all have your frightened value reduced by 2, which is actually enough to remove it completely.
Let's fucking go.
Nice.
I think that
Let's
goes on me
go.
too, right? Would that buy off my own frightened condition?
Yes, it would, absolutely.
Nice. Okie dokie, and that will be my turn. I assume I make a fort save.
Yes, make a fortitude save within your turn for the poison effect that's still coursing through your body.
Cobras are bullshit.
Okay, that is a critical failure.
Yeah, I thought
Which
so.
bumps it up to 2 stages. So this time you take 5 more points of poison damage. But as the poison's now hitting you pretty hard, you do find yourself drained 2.
So really quickly, would a 12 have made a difference there?
A 12? No, it would have still been a critical failure, unfortunately.
Gotcha. 'Cause I see I'm still frightened and I can't remove it.
I think that was the end of your turn.
Yeah.
That takes us to Glaz. So Glaz, who's standing there next to Hal, uses his action to sort of pull himself up, but this does trigger an opportunity attack from you.
I'd like to take it. Now, opportunity attack says you can take a melee strike, but is it just a generic melee strike, or can be combined with, say, trip? Because trip is a melee strike, or I think it's just a strike.
Question.
But I'm not
I think
sure.
it has to. I think it just has to be a strike, and I think there's feats that maybe let you take other things as opportunity attacks. It's only a strike, and a strike is a melee attack. Yeah. So unfortunately, you cannot trip as an opportunity attack.
I got to do unarmed attack. I don't have my Kopesh out.
Ooh, 26 is a hit.
Meh.
You square right in the middle of his armor, and your hand pulls back in pain, and he doesn't take any of it because he's resistant 5 to physical.
Yep. And
so his first action is to gets up like that. His second action is to sort of kind of he strides around the other side of you, so he's not right next to the hole anymore. Licks his lips and says, "Not bad, not bad. Try this." He clicks a button on his armor, and you watch as this giant saw blade shoots out of his fist, and he's going to buzzsaw knuckle strike you.
Guys, maybe it's the venom coursing through my veins, but I think Wybert is on the ceiling.
That's a 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, wait, let me see something. Oh, actually, this is interesting here. So I didn't recognize. So the last time that the last damage you took, and I don't remember what the last damage it was that triggered this, you actually have kind of bursted through his armor a little bit. So it's actually his armor class gets reduced because you've broken his armor. Then his buzzsaw isn't functioning. It's kind of sparking. So he tries to cut you with it, and mid strike, it sort of gets jammed. So it cuts across you. It is going to deal the damage. So you take 11 points of damage, but the bleed effect does not happen because his armor is mostly broken.
Okay, good.
But that's the end of his turn. Anita.
I don't mean to pressure you back there, and I don't ever want to tell anyone what to do on their turn to be like, I have 7 HP! Help!
I already had it in my head.
Excellent.
Battle medicine
Appreciate
to
you.
Sarook with assurance, so that's 17, so 2d8. You can roll that.
Honey, I got this paper cut. Do you think you could help me out here first?
Yeah, and then battle medicine for Refi as well, with assurance. So 2d8 for you both.
Funny.
Nice.
You can actually heal both. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and then one action. Oh, actually, roll it first, though.
You want to roll the heal for both effects?
Okay. Okay, 2d8. This one's for 6.
6 health for Sarook, unfortunately.
Better than 0.
6 and 9. And
Alright,
then
9.
one action to... Actually, no. And then I'll use my last action for Searing Restoration on Sarook as well. So let me do an unstable check.
Sounds like you're exploding back there. What's going on?
Just trust me, you're confused. I'm not.
Why are there 3 of you?
Hang on a second. Let me do me unstable check first. Boom.
Effalumps and woozles.
And nope.
Effalumps and woozles.
Ooh, that's gonna be a critical failure, actually.
I would use my hero point. I rolled a 5.
Okay, let's hero point that.
There we
Oh,
go, a
God.
19.
Right.
Oh,
That's
yes! My first
that's a
unstable check.
success.
Okay, 1d10 for Sarook. So an extra 8. So
Cool.
that's
Appreciate you.
all 3 actions.
Okay, wait. Maybe I'm confused as to what this was. The what was that ability you were using again?
Searing Restoration.
The searing restoration, right?
There's an explosion
So-
behind me, and it has cauterized a bunch of wounds.
Yeah. I was trying to see the flat check. Yeah, no, that's right. The flat check is good. It means it doesn't break, so you can still have your unstable action. Very cool. What does that look like? What do you like? Literally are cauterizing a bunch of wounds, or what?
That's a good question. I will get back to you on that one while I figure it out.
Oh God.
She jumps and kicks you with her blast boots.
Yeah, because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all of her gear are in her boots. So does she sit down on her ass and then just point her
Yep.
feet up?
So Opal, meanwhile, opening the door and then literally double striding out into the night, running for backup. And Opal is, for all intents and purposes, out of the initiative. Reficule.
Let's see.
And it is 8:30. Do we want to take a pause right here, catch our breath, and figure out what we're doing?
Yeah, I could go cry in the corner for 10 minutes before you kill me. That sounds wonderful, Steve. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I
do
mean,
that.
this is tough. You guys have put yourself in a kind of a pickle here.
Now, the pickles are with Lord Glass, who's great and is going to be my fucking alt when you murder me.
You just come back as Glass.
Hi, what's up, pals? I'm going to lose my voice. Oh, God.
So we're in a tense situation. You guys are literally in a bite fight with a snake, a roof fight with a armor suit wearing monkey goblin, and actually everyone else is dead except for that. So it's tense, but it's not unwinnable. So let's go ahead and go to our break, catch our breath, let you guys strategize. While we're at break, they take this time to support us at Recall Knowledge. You can head on over to twitch.tv/Recall Knowledge if you're watching on YouTube, or head on over to youtube.com/Recall Knowledge if you're watching on Twitch. Catch up on all your past shows. If you have an Amazon Prime sub, go ahead and send the sub that way. I got to check and see if it's time to renew mine this month. As well, check us out on patreon.com/Recall Knowledge because we have some cool Patreon content for those of you who might be running this or just enjoy watching us run it. Otherwise, we'll be back in 10 minutes with some more Outlaws of Alkenstar. I need something to cool off because I'm sweating for you guys.
I'm going to make hot coffee to cool off in 10. We'll be back, y'all.
Get so hot that you basically get cool off. We'll be back
Molten
in 10
hosting, you got
minutes.
to chill them. Oh, God, there's so much blood and venom everywhere. What is this bullshit?
Welcome back, everyone, to Outlaws of Alkenstar. We're in the midst of a very intense battle. Our outlaws are in the middle of the Powderkeg Punk warehouse where they are fighting for their lives against Glaz. Well, on the rooftop is Glaz versus Hal in a one-on-one showdown. In the middle of the warehouse is his pet snake, Bitey, fighting against the rest of the crew, trying to hold their own. There's literally like a bite fight going on because this thing's biting Sarook and Sarook's biting it back. Everyone just get in there and everyone gnaw on it. It'll work out great. Hal, you need to dive in off the roof and just bite the crap out of it too. It'll be perfect.
Stabbing him with my teeth. I'm not biting. We've been over this.
That's
Every
true,
time.
but it's funnier to think of a bite fight.
Well, kill me and I'll come back with like a gnoll or a tiefling or something with teeth.
I love it.
I'll do it for you.
So we're coming right back in at the top of the next round of combat. We're in round 4 of combat. Reficule, you are up first.
I will use Reconter's Reload with Intimidating Glare, because this creature does not need to understand me to see the menace in my eye.
And you have not done it against this creature yet? Absolutely.
Mary Chrysler.
Come on, Chrysler. Pull the fuck through.
17.
17, and this is targeting the will save DC. Unaffected.
Damn it, Chrysler.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Second action, I will... Hold on 1 second. Let me read something real quick. I just read this, but then we went to break and I forgot it. Alright, I'm going to... Second action, stride up. And third action... I don't know if it has attack of opportunity. We'll find out. I'm going to shoot it point blank range.
Okay. You stride up. It doesn't seem to take an opportunity attack.
Let's go.
A 20 is going to be a miss.
I'm going to use a hero point then.
All right. Hero point. It was an 8 on the dice. We can definitely do better.
Oh, we can do better.
Oh, how
we
about
can do better.
So much
19
better.
on the dice for a total of 31.
Yeah, still not.
Unfortunately, it's a hit, not a crit.
All right. So that will be still. Oof, bad rolls. 5 points of damage.
5 points. He is not. This thing is not resistant to this damage, so the full 5 goes through.
And since it is within my reach, he's flat-footed against my next melee strike.
Oh, okay.
He's not flat-footed to everybody, so
Right. Are you taking it right now or no?
that was 3 actions.
That was 3 actions. Right. Reload, stride, strike. Okay. So
But it lasts until the end of my next turn.
Perfect. So next turn will remind me to toggle it on. Awesome. All right. On the rooftop, Hal.
Coming down over his head, he's going to pull his black Kopesh and slash at this creature. Come on. I got to.
I believe in you, Hal.
Let's do it.
Go Hal.
Ooh.
I'm going to use a hero point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
I was gonna say 20 is a hit. It wasn't before, but you've broken it. Yep. 25 hero points. Still a hit, not a crit.
Ooh.
12 points of damage.
All right. Resist 5 from the armor.
He is going to take a map attack. The creature is flat-footed to me.
Perfect. I'll mark him flat-footed. No way really gives a hero point to Refugule in chat. Awesome. Yeah. So that's 25 is a hit. 15 more points of damage. Minus the 5, so he takes 10. He's looking really rough.
That is my turn.
Bitey gets to go next.
I think we should have saved the bees.
Ooh. All right. First thing this does is it kind of does this like weird like giant spin move with its body, and the snake tail kind of lashes out and tries to sweep the legs out from under Refugule. So it's going to do a trip against Refugule. That's going to be an athletics check against your reflex DC. Well, that's a natural 20. That's a critical success.
Yep.
So
Not the red
Refugule,
carpet.
you fall prone and you take 1d6 damage from the fall. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I mean, that makes sense with a crit.
You do fall prone. And then with its second action, it tries to use this to get a strike on you. It is a map attack, so it will take a slight penalty here. 12 on the dice for a total of 22.
That hits.
Okay. I'll roll the damage for that. It's going to be 14 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save against the venom.
I'm going to use a hero point.
All right. Is that your last one? You got one more?
That's my last one.
That's the
No
one that
way,
just came
really?
in from No Way Really. Let's see if it makes a difference. It doesn't.
Still a
you take-
failure.
so you take some poison damage. You take 1 point of poison damage as the venom starts coursing through you. For its third and final action, it will. I guess it's just going to take an action to stride, and it's going to kind of slither like away from you guys, like over here in the opening a little bit. And that's Bitey's turn. Sarook.
Fair enough. Okie doke. So then we're gonna top of the round. I don't have a sight line to Captain Cool Pants up there. I'm assuming his pants. were
No,
effectively
unfortunately,
cool.
they've moved away from the edge, so he can't get shoved in again.
Stratagem. I will devise it. I'm gonna roll from
Device one.
from the mace because it has my rune on it. So track 1 higher.
Okay.
Does a pretty please. Oh God. That's
Well, it's gonna be a
Just hero
17.
point?
yeah. I don't think I have one.
Remind me later to edit your macro to take your item bonus into account, and then we can fix that too.
Appreciate you. Okay, so I don't have a hero point. I can't re-roll it. I have determined a 17 misses. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to step over onto the grate use my third action, as we did so long ago, if I could, to reach down and pick Refi up. This is no place to die. Come on. And just up.
Yep. Go ahead and stand up, Reficule, with your action.
And that is 3 from me. I need to make
think
a
technically you
42
have-
save.
Yeah, you do have one more.
Good.
All right, so you stay at stage 3 from the effects. The venom's really coming through you. You're gonna take 3 points of poison damage, but you still stay at you're at your max stage. You're at stage 3 effect, so you can't go worse than that.
Does my drain condition tick up more? Not that I want it to, but
No, I don't think so. I think it just stays drained too.
that's great. I'm really happy about that, and also done with my turn. Unless you want to say that using the device strat against the snake was a free action too.
I think not against the snake. Against glass for sure, but not as I don't think the snake.
So then 1, 2, 3.
All right. So Glaz is currently duking it out with Hal. The buzzsaw knuckles didn't work fully for him, so I think he's going to use this ability he has. It's called Knuckle Knock. So what he does for his first action, well, he can't step with it. I thought he could step, but he has to stride, climb, or leap, which is not what he wants to do. Fuck it. He's ballsy. So he has to stride first. So he's in your grab, right? I think he tries to duck out of your snagging strike, Hal, and move away from you and kind of come back in this loop towards you. Technically, it's a stride. It does trigger an opportunity attack if you'd like to.
I'll take it.
Yes.
He's playing with. Go for it. He's playing with fire here, but
He's gonna get burned. I hope.
It's highly possible. 2 on the
Didn't
dice
get
is
burned.
gonna be a miss. Do you have a hero point?
Hero point.
Burn that hero
one.
point. Last hero point. Heisenberg just gave Sarook a hero point, by the way. 22 will be a hit.
Let's go.
14 damage.
All right. 14 damage minus
5 or 3 or whatever.
minus 5 from the thing. So actually, as he comes around and he tries to get away from you, you literally strike him. That's enough. He was coming back. You could see his fist. He's got black powder in his fist. He was about to punch you with it and send a giant explosion. But that little opening he made, you take advantage of and immediately cut him down. And you watch his glass falls down on the roof, dying. He hits the ground. He's now making death saves essentially. But that's just he moves to his initiative in front of you, I suppose. But yeah, that's his turn. Wait, he was after Bitey. He was after Sarook. So yeah, so we're at Anita's turn.
All right. So first action, I'm going to stride to Sarook, and then another action to treat poison on him. So since I'm trained in medicine, I can do that. I just have to make a medicine check against the DC of the poison.
Oh, nice. Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Mary Chrysler!
Chrysler has forsaken us.
Come
Mary
on.
Toyota.
Oh, God, it was a 20 for just a second on my screen. A 9 is a critical failure.
Hang on. I haven't kept track of my hero points. Let me see. 1, 2.
Anita, that's not how a tourniquet works. Oh, God.
I'm sorry. Wait, how many have I? Chat, come on.
She's drawing it out for chat. Oh, look at that. Howlett RPG gives Anita a hero point.
Let's go. I'm going to use a hero point.
Raining from the ceiling, aren't they?
So go ahead and reuse that hero point. Reroll that.
Thanks, chat. Thanks, Rick. Oh, a 25.
Right. 25 is a success. So, Sarook, you have a +2 circumstance bonus to your saving throw against the poison effect next turn.
Yes, okay, that's 2 actions, and then I'm going to spend 1 action to give to Wybert, and then Wybert's going to go to Ruffy. And then, what I was thinking is that Wybert will go to Ruffy, and then the Searing Restoration will be from Wybert to Ruffy. But that's my action, not Wybert, right?
Well, Searing Restoration, you create a minor explosion from your innovation. So you can have it basically in Wybert, and Wybert just does it from him. Yeah, that's what it says. I think technically it's supposed to come from Wybert, not you even last turn, but I can allow. I can see allowing from either you or your innovation.
Okay, so let me do my D20 check. Oh, still stable, 19.
That's true. That's the second DC 17 flat check in a row you've hit to maintain your unstable actions. That's pretty good.
Ruffy's gonna heal for 8 points. And that's
all right.
for my turn.
Thank you, Wybert.
Actually, you're third level now, right? It's 2d10 at third level.
Oh, cool. Oh, so Sarook would have healed one more D10.
Yes.
Okay, let me start for Ruffy. Another
So
3 for Ruffy.
3 more for Ruffy.
And then another 4 for Sarook.
4 for Sarook.
Excellent.
Nice. Yeah, 2d10 at third level, and it scales as you level up. Every 2 levels it scales. An extra d10.
Cool. That is it for my turn.
All right, the Powderkeg punk gunners are dead. We're back to Ruffy.
All right. Well, shit. He ran away from me.
He swept the leg and then he got away. Shoot the leg, Johnny.
You should see the other guy. In this scenario, it's me, and I feel like dog shit.
I'm going to reload. I don't think I can try to demoralize him again, right? He's immune.
He is immune, yeah.
Just reload and strike. Shoot him.
Okay. Theoretically, if you stride and strike, he will be flat-footed still, right?
True. I'm
not saying. I'm just saying it's until the end of your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just curious.
So I'm not gonna reload. So I won't shoot. What I'm gonna do is I will stride up and strike him and punch the stupid snake.
Okay.
All right.
Let's punch the snake.
I will punch a snake.
That is a hit, just not quite a crit.
All right.
Okay. 7 points of bludgeoning damage on the snake. The cobra.
Does Reficule have hand wraps?
He does.
I do.
We pulled them out of the bottom of a Ruster's, and they're really fucking gross.
I need to put a striking rune on him, though. Fuck it. I'm going to yell out. Sarook, if it gets dicey, get Annie out of here.
The intel is in the corner. I'm not leaving you. If I go down, get it and go.
I'm going to reload now, and then I'm going to shoot it in the face.
Okay. So that was a stride, a strike, a reload.
Oh, yeah, stride, strike, and then... Yeah, I wouldn't reload. I would actually not say that, because I would then... Annie's right there. Fuck. And just a reload. Yeah, that's it. I'm staying where I am.
Okay.
Poison?
Yep. Make a fortitude save at the end of your turn for the poison effect. That's a success.
27.
You lose the effects of the poison. It goes off of you. You're not under the effects of any poison right now.
Go.
All right.
Must be nice.
That's my turn.
So, Glaz is making death saves on the roof. 1 success. Hal.
Finish him.
Is there an intact fire? What is it called? An intact. What is the thing over the head that? Skylight. There it is. An intact skylight over the snake.
There's a lot of like broken glass, but there's definitely one that's, I think his position right now, he's actually just a little away from it. So it would be kind of thing where you hit and you have to kind of fall an angle. It's like right on the edge where it's possible, but it's not directly under the light. It's literally 1 square from where the skylight is on the map.
Okay. Okay.
But it's big and
I'd like to pick up Zaz, whatever his name is, and do discus spin and throw him through the skylight at the snake.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll?
Okay, this is definitely like an improvised weapon. Is there such a thing in Pathfinder? There must be, right?
There are a handful of barbarian feats.
So make an attack roll, like an unarmed strike with a -2 penalty due to improvised weapon, an item penalty. Otherwise, just make the throw and we'll see what happens.
Let's go.
There are rules for falling on a creature, so we will use those. Okay. So an 11 will miss. Get a hero point from Richard. I'm also, as a GM, going to give you another hero point for a cool attempting of something. So there's 2 hero points you
I'd
get.
like to use one now.
Yeah, go ahead and use one now.
Let go!
Before I spent my punch out
Before you
points,
spent
dude.
it. Okay, 28. So here's what happens. You spin, glass sails through the glass and falls 30 feet down through the shattering glass. The snake looks up, glass is falling right at the snake. Glass is about to take 30 foot of fall damage, which should be like 15 damage. Glass is dead after this. You finished him. Bitey gets a reflex save against a DC 15 reflex save against him falling on it. That's a success, but he still takes bludgeoning damage equal to 1/4 of the falling damage. So I'm gonna give him 4 damage on Bitey as glass collides with him, and you guys all watch as this lifeless goblin monkey armored body lands on the ground right in the middle of the room. You look up and Hal's just standing up there. That was only 2 actions. You still have
That's
one.
my turn, I guess.
I'll give you 1 more action. 1 to pick up glass, 2 to throw him.
I will.
Yeah, from where you are on the skylight to this catwalk, it's like a 10-foot drop if you do want to like jump in for any reason.
I'd like to just grab the rope, interact to pick up the rope,
and get ready to come down.
and get ready to Tarzan in. My turn.
Bitey will strike at you, Reficule. 22
That's a hit.
will hit. You're going to take 19 points of piercing damage.
I'm down.
Go ahead and make a saving throw against the poison. Can you have poison if you're actually...
You can. The damage will
You
tick
can,
and it'll
right?
make his dying value go up.
Yeah, so go ahead and... So it ticks after the unconscious, not lumped into one set of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah. So go ahead and make the fortitude save against the poison effect. 20 is a failure. So you are going to take... it's only stage 1 failure. It's not critical failure, so you're not drained or anything. 8 points, but you're already down. So we'll say you are at dying 2.
All right.
That was his first action. Second action is to trip Anita. So he tries to do the same thing. The tail is going to target your reflex DC. And it's doing an athletics check.
Fail!
With I didn't do the penalty, but it has a -5 penalty. So 14
60.
still succeeds even with that. Yeah.
17.
I don't think so. Because it's actually a 14, right? And your reflex DC is 17.
Uh-huh. Oh,
So
I
it's a
see 19.
Yeah, I didn't do the -5 multiple attack penalty because that was a mistake. So it was 14, so it misses. So it tries to hit you. You jump over the snake's tail. You don't go down. And then the final action will be a full multiple attack penalty against Anita.
Of course.
You
That's a
had
natural
to
20.
yell that.
You had to tempt fate, didn't you? Anita's going to take 40 points of piercing damage.
40? Are you serious? I'm down too.
Anita goes down, and you also need to make a fortitude save against the poison.
Anita's going to
Oh,
die in
boy.
potentially 3.
It would be dying 3 if you don't succeed on this. If you have hero points now, oh, there we go.
I'm up.
Unaffected by the poison, which is good, but you are dying 2 because you got critically hit. Yeah, and it's dying 4 for death, right?
Felix is in my pockets.
That's all 3 attacks, all 3 actions. Sarook.
Remember what Refi said?
I do. I remember that I'm not letting you die.
You shouldn't be drained 2 anymore. I think you're... Oh, you are because you keep failing the...
Yeah.
You keep failing the save. You do have a +2 circumstance bonus against the save at the end of the turn, at least.
Yeah, good. Maybe do I also have an orbital bombardment for this motherfucking snake in this motherfucking warehouse? Maybe, perhaps. For one action, I'm gonna reach down, grab the elixir from Anita, and then second action, like immediately feed it to her.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, Anita. If you just want to roll to heal yourself.
Yeah.
What do I need? Is that decent?
You should be able to roll. It's the elixir of life, right? So you can just put it in chat like that, and then yeah, that's fine.
Or at least standing.
4 healing for Anita.
And then that's 2. I have 1 more.
You're no longer dying, right? But you are wounded 2. Wounded 1, sorry, wounded 1.
I'm gonna I think I have to draw it to attention. So we level the multi-pistol. We turn off devise a stratagem. We pray to Majagua. Please? What do you mean it's not loaded? Just click.
It's got three shots. I think it used up your shot on this stratagem last turn accidentally. It wasn't really used,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll roll this. Please? Well, 25 probably hits it.
Nice. That is definitely a hit.
Not a lot. 4 points of damage. I'm just trying to get the motherfucker's attention.
Yeah, takes the 4 points of damage. It's looking wounded.
Anita, the intel is I point generally in the direction of where the Powderkegs were looking when I yelled mean things at
up
them.
here on the north side of the room.
And that is my turn.
All right. Technically, Anita is moved up in initiative in front of Bitey because you were knocked unconscious by Bitey. So we are back to the top of the initiative round and Reficule.
It would also be in.
Wouldn't I also go?
Yeah.
Before Bitey then?
Yeah, you're right.
Bite.
Yeah, so that would actually take us to Hal.
Hal will shake his head, think to himself, all right, well, got a robot killed, so I got to save Miss Anita. And he's going to grasp onto the rope.
With the circumstance bonus, that actually is a success. Good call on the save for Sarook. So you go down. You do still take some damage.
Am I no longer drained?
But you're down to drained 1 instead of drained 2 because you're at stage 2 poison instead of stage 3.
Gotcha.
And you'll take an extra 8 points of poison damage. Okay, sorry.
May I have a crumb of adjust the drained value on my... Okay, so you did. Nice.
And I will Tarzan in on the rope and aim my Kopesh at the snake. What would you like me to roll?
Roll. So it's going to be a climb maneuver. We'll call it a climb. You're swinging down as a sort of Tarzan swing. Go ahead and just make it an athletics check. I'm going to say the DC for this is, it's a cool epic moment. I'm going to set the DC at 15 to hold onto the rope as you swing down.
23.
Yep. So I think you swing down on the rope. You're coming by. It's not quite a critical success. So I will say you'll probably take a -2 circumstance penalty to the attack. The first attack before you hit the ground. Okay. But I will allow you to swing down, attack with the Kopesh as you swing down 30 feet without taking fall damage. Oops.
And does the creature see me coming?
I think in this case, it's definitely like not a stealthy sort of maneuver. I don't think it's flat-footed against this strike, unfortunately. Although I like the effort there.
I will let go of the rope as I'm flying through the air at the creature.
Where would you like to land on the battlefield, actually?
On the creature.
Like on it?
Yes.
On top of Refi.
On the creature.
Do it, yes.
Okay. So you're landing down on top of it. Perfect. You can take that strike if you'd like.
I'd like to strike and make a snagging strike. And with a -2 status bonus...
Just -2 circumstance penalty. Yeah.
In hindsight, I think Halbert is jealous of the fact that he didn't ride no bull. Not as well as Reficule.
All right. 25 is definitely a hit.
14 damage.
So you land on the snake, slash it, and you're now like, I guess you've got it by the hood, and you're snagging this like snake, so it's flat-footed.
I would like to take a map attack.
Perfect. Take this one. So now you're no longer on the rope. You're on it. No penalties except for the map. You can just do a straight attack. -5, I guess, or 4.
Flat-footed.
It is flat-footed. I marked it as flat-footed.
22.
22 will be a hit.
For 16
Go.
damage.
16 points of damage as Hal is like on this thing, just tearing into it with this Kopesh.
That's my turn.
And what a turn it was. Sorry,
Great
Reficule. Death saving throw.
Please don't roll a 1.
All right.
You have a hero point?
Yeah, if you have a hero point, you could stabilize.
I do not have a hero point.
All right, we're making death saves. All right, that's a success. So that's 1. You reduce your dying value by 1. So you go from dying 2 to dying 1.
All right.
And then at the end of your turn, the poison ticks. I need you to make a fortitude save.
Didn't I save from the poison last time?
No, Anita did. I think you got hit by it.
Yeah, you got hit again.
Oh, okay, I got hit again. That's right.
Come on.
Fortitude save.
20 is not enough, so you basically go back down to dying 2. All right, you made a save, but then you go back to dying 2 because of the poison. But Anita, you're awake and conscious.
And then I see Ruffy's unconscious body right next to me. So do I have to stand up to grab something from my pocket?
No.
Okay, I grab my elixir. I crawl to Ruffy. And then I feed him the minor elixir. So I'm out of minor elixirs. So please roll your d6, Ruffy Q, and get up!
That's a 6, I believe.
You typed roll 6.
Wait, didn't I rolled I put D6 and not just a 6, right?
Looks like you just did R6.
The 6 came out.
What was I fucking saying? Never mind, you're good.
6 healing. You can get rid of your dying condition. You go to wounded 1.
All right.
But you are, back conscious.
Back up, Ruffy! Do I have... And then I have one more...
You do have one more action, yeah.
So I give one... I spend 1 to give 2 to Wybert. And Wybert's gonna stride to this snake. And Wybert smash this motherfucker.
It's flat-footed because Hal is snagging Strike the snake, so it's flat-footed for everyone.
Wybert smash! Come on, Mary Chrysler!
Let's go, Wybert.
Come on, Chrysler.
Fuck!
Oh.
We got it. We need to pick a new car. Chrysler sucks.
I don't have a hero point.
Wybert's not frightened anymore either, so I'll take those off him. But it is a miss.
Get out, Ruffy! That's the end of my turn.
All right. Oh, God, it's Bitey's turn. So, I think Bitey will attempt... I mean, it had its nice juicy meal. It looked like it was ready to chow down and just finish off Ruffy and it's down there dying. But then with Hal getting on it and stabbing it, it can't ignore you. I think it will try to do the same thing it's been doing, which is it's going to attempt to trip you, Hal, with its trip attack. So that's going to be an athletics check against your reflex DC. That's a 20.
Reflex is 19.
Okay, so you do get knocked prone. You don't take damage. So we'll just mark you.
And flat-footed doesn't affect it, right?
No, it doesn't affect its attack rolls, unfortunately. So you get tripped. You land prone. Second strike is a map attack on you. A 17.
Yes, exactly.
Because of the flat-footed from being tripped. So you take 17 points of damage, and I need you to make the fortitude save against the poison effect. That's a success. You're not affected by it. And then its third action is just a map attack targeting you. That's a 16, which misses by 1. All right, that's it. Your guys' turn. Sarook.
Okay, just gonna go running up at it. Try to give it something to think about that isn't the people on the ground. Lower his head, bring the tusks forward, and I'm gonna punch it with my teeth.
Punch it with my teeth.
I'm gonna punch it with my teeth.
Tagline.
Please.
Punch it with my teeth.
Please do it. I really want that to hit. Damn, I better use my hero point. If he dies, he dies. But Snake must also dies. Damn it. Oh.
They both miss.
And
you with the hero point.
I think the third action, I'm just going to prepare to aid whoever attacks next. Just still lunging forward, roaring, trying to find anything that the tusks can hook under and rip in what is just bloody murder at this point.
Okay. Make the fortitude save against poison at the end of your turn.
Alternatively, I could just fucking fall on the ground. I think I don't have the circumstance bonus anymore.
No, it's just for the next one. 15 is a failure.
Oh.
So I think you go back to stage 3. Increases by 1. You take 8 points of poison damage.
Indeed. And then when the drain condition procs, that
it's back to 2, yeah.
0.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Top of the round. This is round 7. Hal.
Hal is going to stand up.
All right, first action stands up. Oh, that does take you.
Yeah, because after the drain ticks, I lose 5 HP.
Oh, is that how drained works?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that's what drained was. Yeah, you lose a number of hit points equal to lower times the drain's value. But
Negative levels,
yeah.
but easier math.
You're right. Jeez, I didn't know drain did that. That's intense. So yes, the root goes down.
A random to save my life question. I don't know how long I have been poisoned and have not been counting, but might I maybe have exceeded that poison's maximum duration? Because I think they're usually shortish.
We're on. It's the maximum duration. I will double check this. The maximum duration is 6 rounds, and we're pretty much close to the end of it because this is the 7th round of combat. The snake didn't join combat until the 2nd round, so I think one more round and then it's over.
Gotcha.
You've been tough through that.
Tough through that. That's me.
All right, one action to stand. Hal, no opportunity attack. You feel free to stand.
Stand up. Get up. I can't do it. You can do it for me. And I will take a snagging strike against the creature.
All of your allies are unconscious except for Wybird over there.
That is a
oh
30.
boy. Guess what? That's a critical hit.
Because we stopped invoking false gods like Chrysler, and then we got the thing we needed. This is good.
Oops, I didn't roll critical.
Yeah, that's not a critical. Hit
But-
that button.
Oh,
Make the numbers go big.
Make big number.
A little bigger. Okay, still alive.
I
Bitch.
hate this fucking snake.
Map attack. It's flat-footed.
It is. Oh, 19 is
damn.
just a miss.
I'm going to use a hero point.
Got a hero point. Cash it in. Yes. I watch Twitch to saying this is very stressful. I agree.
It is. It really is. I watch Twitch.
16 is a miss.
Damn.
Reficule, you are prone. The sort of pistols clattered at anything that was in your hands is not in your hands anymore, but you're awake. You've been healed.
Buddha.
Yeah, first action, pick up the pistol. Which
Okay.
is loaded, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's loaded.
Second action.
I believe that is a free action.
If you shoot from prone, it's a -2 circumstance penalty on attack rolls.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it, right? It's just a -2 circumstance penalty.
Yeah. And then what's my map attack though? My map would suck, so I'm better off standing up and shooting and getting the +2 than trying to take another attack. I have a higher chance of hitting with the 1.
Yeah, this is an intense moment.
You know, it's stressful when I lose the accent.
Right? We're all just out of fucking character. Characters out the window because we
You
have to make
also
new ones.
You still feel that poison ticking through you, right? You didn't. It's still in you, so you still have to make a save at the end of your turn. Okay.
Remind us, Steven, we know it sucks.
I didn't remember. I just got to point out for the audience watching.
All right, second action, I'll stand up. Third action, shoot it in the fucking face.
All
Fucking
right.
kill it.
It's flat-footed from Hal. If you have a hero point in chat, this could be a good one to. I don't know if Ruffy has any, but
Give you money to recall knowledge so we don't have to make new characters.
Okay.
24 is a hit.
Okay.
I'm so stressed.
6
Points
points
of damage.
You the back of the cobra like explodes.
Thank you.
You
My
see, like,
jaguar.
the camera's from behind. The camera explodes, and we see through the cobra like a shaky reficule just standing there as the giant sort of snake flops over and kind of lands all of its weight like on Hal as Hal like pushes it aside. It's dead, but we still have some of you guys dealing with this sort of.
Right, so I gotta roll a d20, right? Fortitude save, actually?
Yeah. So this is a fortitude save, yeah.
20.
20 is just not enough. So you go to stage 2, which means you are going to
Less than 6. Less than 6. Go on.
4 points of damage, and you become drained 1.
All right, so
And I think, yeah.
the gun's still smoking. I get a bit more woozy. Annie, are you okay?
Shut the
How
fuck up,
fucking dare
Ruffy!
you?
Go back!
But I think what we're learning about the drain condition is the drain condition causes you to lose 9 like 3 hit points.
I drop unconscious.
So you drop because of that. Yeah.
That's the last thing I say. Annie, are you okay?
Anita, it is your turn.
We need 2 really good searing restorations right now.
I know. Searing restorations one after the other.
So I go to dying. I was already wounded. What do I go to dying?
Dying 2.
Dying 2. All right.
I'll do Sarook first, so hopefully he stands up because he can battle medicine. Can you battle medicine, Refi?
I can't, no.
Oh, I'll combat send it.
Yeah, but like we're ticking in 6 seconds though.
Okay.
It is the last turn of poison on Sarook, so I think.
So it's a
Out of character,
If it-
Refi is in objectively worse shape than me. You should get him, and I'm okay if I die because of that choice.
Actually, I was gonna say the same thing.
God damn it, Richard.
Well, it starts with a D10 first, and then I need you. Who has an elixir?
Nobody, I don't think. I don't know.
No one?
Yeah.
Did I give you guys any?
You gave me an alchemist fire, I think. Can you
Yeah,
quick
no,
alchemy any?
Bitch. All right.
I don't think she
fuck.
saved her reagent. I think she spent all her reagents.
Hmm.
Or she might not even have quick alchemy yet. I don't know.
In character, Annie would do Searing Restoration on Refi first. The D10.
Oh, it's 2d10 hit points.
Yeah, so fucking 1. And then here's my
Forget,
stable check.
One more,
It's
it's
2d10, so roll one more d10.
Ah, God damn it.
Okay.
One more D10. So I can't do it anymore.
Yep. So yeah, with the
Two.
So 2. Oh my gosh, that's not
That's
great.
Okay, I need to let me figure something out.
So I go to wounded 2 now, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
If you are stuck on things to do, you could try to help Refi with the poison, because if he drops and the poison ticks again. Fun!
Yeah, I'll treat poison Refi.
All right. In this sort of moment, I'll let you, because you dropped the healer tools when you went unconscious, but I'll allow you to sort of scramble them up and make this check.
Oh,
without.
okay. Searing Restoration 1 action, and then I was gonna speak in Tagalog. That's how stressed I am right now. Okay, first action, Searing Restoration. Second action, grabbing my healer's tools. And third action, medicine check.
Ano nangyari, pare?
Fuck shit. Ito na. Puta.
Oh no!
Tangina shit.
That's going to give Refi a penalty on his medicine and his poison check.
I haven't got enough fun play coins to give hero points, damn it!
Mhm.
You should cast them all in. This could spell the end. Refi, no.
Okay, so it passes to me. I'm gonna make my
It
flat
does
check.
pass to you, so
I
Hang
knuckle
on.
for real. No way, really. I knuckle for real.
So the bright news is Sarook goes to dying 5 before he dies because holds covered work.
Both of you, right?
No, Refi goes to 4. I can go to 5.
go ahead and make your just.
I've got
flat
Die Hard
check
as
for
well.
dying or not.
Nice.
Because the poison only lasts a maximum of 6 rounds, and I think this is the last round, I'm just going to. I don't think it ticks one more time. I'm not sure if it means it takes one last time and then it's gone, or what. It is a success, so you reduce your dying value by 1, which takes you to dying 0.
Right, and then so I'm unconscious, and my turn.
Theoretically, the poison would tick one more time at worst, right?
Right. I might. No, you don't get the HP back. I'm gonna make the save for the. I make math rock go click clack, eat shit Chrysler. That's what I get.
That's a failure, which means you're going to take the last tick of damage,
And then I go to
which
dying
will
2.
send you to dying 2. It doesn't really matter how much damage it is. It would just be. It ends up being 6, and then you go to dying 2, and then the poison passes through your body. It's no longer affecting you, Sarook.
Yeah, no, I bled too much. It's all over the fucking ground.
I look at Danny. I don't know what to do.
How far are we from the Barrel and Bullet Saloon?
Probably like 45 minutes to an hour of time travel.
Okay, I need to, because I can't
far
quick
away.
prepare Wyvern.
Probably do have to get out of here as well.
I was going to search the boss's body for a healing potion.
Okay. So you go through the body. You do find a potion on him, but you're not sure quite what it does. If you'd like to recall knowledge of some sort, you could try to ascertain what it is.
Yeah, I think so. What would you like me to roll? Really don't have anything.
So it could be any of the
Poop.
Yeah, I mean, it could be any of the, let's just see. I'll just look at your sheet real quick and see what you have. Nature, Arcana, Occultism, and Religion. They're all untrained. So it'd just be basically like a straight roll with whatever one of those you feel most comfortable with. It's either Religion, Arcana, Nature, or Occultism. I don't think either of your lures will apply here.
Nature.
All right.
8.
All right. You give it a look. It's an. I'll go ahead and put the potion on your inventory. It looks interesting. You can't be sure that it actually heals. In fact, the way it looks is it's more of a syringe delivery system rather than a potion. But it could work.
Just remember the upside. There's way more snake tail for you if we all die. You're gonna eat like a fucking
there's
king.
a lot of snake.
I pulled up the syringe to Anita and I say, should I?
Yeah. Could I take a look at it?
When it's your turn, yeah. Anything else with Hal?
I mean, I can't do anything. Can I hold an action to inject it into Reficule? If she says yes, go ahead and do it.
You can, but it takes 2 actions to hold an action.
That's right.
This is kind of a weird situation. We're in this we're not really in combat. I'll allow you to hold the action as Anita does it. Absolutely.
My turn.
Backup's coming.
These birds are right.
So, do you have anything?
Hal standing over you with a syringe. It's an EpiPen or maybe not.
I watch Twitch. You are a hero. I very much appreciate you.
Annie, who do I shoot?
No one.
Tell me who to shoot.
Sarook and Reficule both just got a hero point from chat.
And that's my turn. I can't do shit. I'm just delirious, waving my gun around, looking for a target.
All right. Well, the poison's going to tick at the end of your turn. Make a fortitude save. -2 circumstance penalty. Thanks to Anita's help.
That's the dice telling a story.
Hey, that is the dice telling the story.
Well, it's a critical failure. Which takes you to stage 3, which knocks you unconscious again.
Dying level.
What is your wounded right now? You're wounded 2, so you go to dying 3.
What did I do wrong?
You go to 5.
I think with Reficule you have 1 more round.
I wounded 2.
Yeah, so
So
wounded
I go
2,
to
you go
dying
to
3.
Yes, you go to dying 3.
Y'all have hero point.
Anita, you can stabilize with hero points. If you have a hero point, you can stabilize.
I'm going to take a look at the syringe that's on Halpern's hand.
All right, that will be a recall knowledge check. You can do, crafting. You can do any of the Arcana. Probably crafting or Academia lore would be your best bet here.
Yeah, I'll do that. Hang on, I think I have I'm gonna use crafting. Okay, let's do this. 13.
With the 13, you're just.
I think that if it was on the boss's body, then it could have helped him. So maybe it would. Maybe it would help.
You take a look at it, Anita. Yeah, unfortunately, looking at it, the best you can gain from it is it's definitely not a potion. It's definitely a mutagen. You're just not sure of the effects it's going to have.
Mutagen isn't going to help much. Albert, do it.
With a feeling of satisfaction, he jams into Reficule's chest, saying, "All right, well, we'll see what happens."
All right. So as it stabs
Concentrated
into
poison.
Heroin!
Right.
Like an epi shot.
As it courses into you, this is a Warblood mutagen, which is basically
Heroin!
your muscles tense. Maybe like heroin, maybe like PCP, right? You get like super muscly and all your fibers tense and you get stronger. You're basically your grip on your weapon tightens, and you get a +2 item bonus to attack rolls with your weapon, and you can't even disarm because your muscles have just like wrapped around your melee weapon. Otherwise, and you can't drop it, and you're sort of in heightened mood, but it doesn't help you in this situation, unfortunately.
Swole the cule.
You're gonna die hyperventilating on the ground.
It's like Crank, you know?
You can't theoretically treat against the poison like one more time, because he did make a save since last turn.
That was my held action, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's go, Anita.
Okay.
One action to recall knowledge, you still have 2 on Anita.
Can I administer first aid even though I did battle medicine?
You can, but administer first aid is an exploration activity, so it takes 10 minutes, right? Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Oh,
Yeah, it takes
you
a-
just administer first aid on a creature that's dying or bleeding? Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have
You would- so-
2 more actions. I'll do 120.
It's 2 actions to administer first aid.
Oh.
So you could do it. Attempt a medicine check on a creature that has 0 hit points and the dying condition. The DC is 5 plus that creature's recovery roll. So it's basically 15 and you're dying 2 or
What's
dying
a
3.
I'm dying 3.
So it would be a DC 18 check on
What's
rescue. So
your-
you can't use assurance, unfortunately.
Oh, what's the
Sarook is dying 2, so it'd be a DC 17.
I've got a hero point, so
On
Okay.
Sarook.
So Anita is going to stop for a second. I know it's only 6 seconds, but narratively, she'll take a deep breath and then think smart about this. She knows that Sarook can, do something to help Refi at least, hopefully. So, and she's running out of options. So she'll do battle medicine on. She'll administer first aid on Sarook.
All right, you'll leaving your best friend to
Not leaving him. I'm
No.
giving him a
Refi
better
ended.
chance.
right. So this is a DC. So I mean, here's the thing, right? It's a DC 17 check. Okay, you roll this. So technically, with your assurance, you could have hit the DC without even a roll, I believe, right?
You said no, I can't do it.
On Refi, his DC was 18, so you couldn't. But on
Oh.
Sarook, since it was 17, you would have been able to hit it. Either way, that's a success. So you stabilize. The creature loses the dying condition, so you go from dying 2 to dying 0. You go up to wounded, whatever. You're at wounded nothing right now, so you go up to wounded
Stabilized,
1.
but not awake. Okay.
Wounded one and
Yeah.
unconscious.
Technically, the drain condition's also gone on you, so I'll take that off. So you're unconscious still, but like Sarook looks stabilized. He's not in danger of slipping into death. And how you said there's nothing you can do, right? So does this just come down to Reficules?
I think what it comes down to is if chat is ready to cancel Steve from Recall Knowledge for killing his players in a game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh no!
I think hearing Anita say that and knowing the time that they had to get into this security door, I think Hal would run to the doors and start latching and locking and
Okay.
like all the hoping that'll buy them a minute or 2.
All right, so narratively, Hal's run back to the other room, spending like a bunch of actions to lock it. All right, Reficule. Now it's the start. It is your turn. We are making death saves at the end of your turn. I think you said you had a hero point. Is that the case?
I do, but do I want to use it?
If you use it, you stabilize. You would go to stable, wounded 3, right? And then if the poison hits, you would go to like dying 4, which would be normally death.
But I have Die Hard.
You have Die Hard, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So-
even if I don't use it and I roll a success, it'll just bring me. If I fail the poison, it would just bring me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna use the hero
So as
point.
a poison, this is the last turn the poison's going to tick on Reficule.
I'm gonna use the hero point.
Okay. So you stabilize. You go to
Wounded 3,
wounded 3.
but I'm not dying anymore, right?
You're not dying anymore. The poison will tick one last time. Fortitude save.
Come on, Refi.
Just really need to stick this. This is a very important roll. I never got to buy you too many candies. You can't die.
So you are going to take damage. You are going to drop down to dying 4.
Okay.
But the poison has left your body. You're no longer affected by the drain condition or the poison coursing through your body, and you're dying 4. This would be the end for almost any other character, but you're a little tougher. You've got a little bit extra in your
I've
corner.
been here. I've been here before.
You're
Yeah,
probably
he fell
wondering how we
down.
got here.
Yeah, he fell down some flight of stairs before. We got this. He fell down some
Anita,
fucking fingers.
Anita,
Okay.
you do have one chance to do something before we come down to this last.
Yeah, I'll administer first aid on Refi.
All right, with the dying 4 condition, the DC on this is 19. If you critically fail, it will kill Refi.
If you critically fail, you get traumatized 1.
What a sad day for Anita. Her dad almost just died. Now her best friend's about to die.
Man, you're having a fucking
And she
day.
just found out that May...
Chat, we need your energy right now.
Send us out. I'll send the spirit energy to Southern California. Hang on. I can't keep making that noise. You gotta roll.
Anita is given the hero point from chat.
Come on, Refi.
Power of love,
don't
right?
Die. Come on, Refi.
Come on, Refi.
You did get the hero point from chat, so that would make this pretty likely, or at least the odds are in your
Theoretically.
favor.
Come on. Sarook said this isn't the place to die. 19.
That's what you needed.
Oh boy, I want to cry so bad.
We aren't done with you yet, Alkenstar. You're
With
trapped
that-
in here with us.
He is stabilized. He goes to wounded 4.
That's so
He is-
much.
He is
Yippee!
stable.
All right.
Now, there is
Done.
there is a thing here where you do have to get him up because, like the cavalry is coming, so you can't stick around here forever. Narratively speaking, I think it's you can get your healer's kit out and probably get them up. I think it takes 10 minutes per person or so. So it's taken, unless you have a better plan. I don't know. I will say, Hal, in this time, right? You are able to, at least the Sarook is very adamant about this crate that was over here. I went ahead and revealed the token. You do find a crate, and in that crate, you can see it's basically full of bottled lightning. There's a bunch of bottled lightning. You can tell it used to be more full than it is now, and there's a bunch of spots where alchemist fire was, including one bottle of that yellow alchemist fire that you've seen so much on the Powderkeg bunks. And on that crate, there is a piece of paper, a slip of paper with an address for Shoma Lysarius. And it reads Hollow Manor Estates, Hillside Apartment I-1. You've been through, you've been to hell and back, and you've at least got an address. Looking at this address, you might not be out of hell yet, because this address, it's in Hellside.
And then I stab Reficule one last time. This is for Lyrian.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
Are there any other exits in this place?
There's definitely the skylight, which is pretty high up there. There's a rope hanging from it, at least. There's the front door that's bolted, and there is a door right near where Hal's looking at, but it's basically been boarded up and stacked against it. So if you freed some of the crates, you could get out.
Remember that part when we joked about using a winch to pull Wybert up with a rope?
Whatever the shortest thing is. I'll have Wybert carry
Reficule. I'll carry Sarook.
Refi. Are you sure? Because Refi's lighter, and I think what's Vulcan? He can carry 8. Oh, 13.
It's fine. I think narratively speaking, Wybert carrying Sarook or whatever, one of you guys sort of arm around Refi as you're kind of basically you're able to get out. Yeah, you're just trying to get out of here, right? You're not moving fast. You're not moving very sneakily or anything, but you're able to get out. The rain's coming down heavy now. Literally as Refi's being dragged, you see there's the pool of red blood sort of trailing along, and you kind of see as it hits the puddle, it almost curves up into little devil horns as it makes a little face in the blood. And you guys are in the background, kind of fading away into the night, into Alkenstar, licking your wounds, but alive, even if just barely, as we sort of fade to black as the thunder hits in Alkenstar. And you guys get out of here just in the nick of time before the cavalry arrives. You guys, that was really close. Good thing you took that feat What's that?
I sent you a message on Discord.
Send me a message on Discord. Let's see.
Oh no. I'm not terrified at all about that.
Me too.
So he was serious about stabbing Ruffy and finishing him off for. No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't what he did. But you do watch as like
totally
Ruffy like is unconscious. Yeah, no. So Ruffy, you can see there's a moment where Hal is maybe seriously considering it. But what happens is Ruffy gets carried away. His gun, he's unconscious. His gun's lying there. I mean, Hal, explain to everyone what happens.
Yeah, I think as he picks up refuel, fireman carries him. He'll take his dueling pistol and put it in his waistband. And as the party kind of moves ahead, he hangs back, and when he gets a chance, he's gonna throw the dueling pistol into wherever it is, as far as he can.
The dueling pistol sails into the night and is lost. So Ruffy, you can go ahead and remove the dueling pistol from your character sheet, and that is where we sort of end tonight and pick up next time. So the good news is you guys have
take the striking rune out of it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, narratively speaking, we can say that you just threw it into the night sky, but mechanically, you just move the striking rune to a different weapon, and we'll just maintain the balance that way. Like story-wise, it's a good moment to throw the gun away, but I don't want to penalize you for the mechanical effects of having your striking rune, so that's fine.
What a fun time to point out. Someone pick up my shield, please.
I took it. That's the only thing I could carry.
Right. No, you carried this party, Nina. Don't say that's the only thing you can carry. We are alive because of you.
This was really, really tough and really, really intense. And I will say, you know, what is interesting now that it's over, I can kind of say in retrospect, like the entire thing was kicked off by your sort of sense motive that Glaz was not going to let you out of here alive no matter what. That was a natural one. That was a natural one.
I knew it. I knew it.
That was you misread the situation. He would have let you walk that fight.
We almost died because of a natural one.
Pointed you in the wrong direction, and that is where we went. Yes, this was all triggered because of the natural one on you reading his motives, which is
triggers right.
So this was way harder fight than you were really expected to have to deal with, but you guys did come through. I was even gonna have, Glaz, once he gets low enough, he tries to save his own skin, but Hal, you just like demolished him one-on-one up there, man.
Hal, MVP today. Fucking killed.
I like the images of you guys fighting on the roof and stuff. That was it was oh my god, you guys. I thought somebody was gonna lose it, but we did it. We made it through. And now we get to follow up because you guys were all sent why they were hired. You didn't get to ask any questions to Glaz. You didn't get to he didn't answer any questions, but you have an address at least. And this address points you to an apartment in Hellside, which is, again, it's the shanty town where we went to the gambling hall before. It's on the side of the cliffs leading down towards the river itself. So it seems like after some rest and recuperation, we'll pick up next week, but we have some payback, I suppose. So anyways, that's going to do it for us guys this week. And Alkenstar, big thank you to Nina, Richard, Ricardo, Tommy. Thanks you guys for building your characters tough. Sorry
for your guns anymore. Thanks, Hal.
Big shout out at this moment. I mean, everyone that was in chat with us tonight, like people that were chatting here tonight, we've got like No Way Really. I watched Twitch, Ugly Weirdo. I saw you guys all chatting. I'm sure there's other people chatting I missed besides the cast. You guys are all awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us live and watching and interacting and giving us the hero points because they definitely needed your help tonight. Whew. But besides that, I really, really want to give a shout out to our patrons that support us here on Recall Knowledge. They make this show possible, including all of our this show, Bastion. We have a special chat. They basically make what we do possible here. So big shout outs to them. That's David Sims, Sam Skaggs, Mark Paquette, Sandra Wagner, Joshua David Miller, Derek Southworth, Awal Jalil, Mikkel Waltz, Jason Irvin, and there was a new one tonight. I didn't get you on the graphic because there you go. Kevin Christian, who's added a patron literally as we went live tonight. You guys are awesome. If you enjoy what we do here, consider giving back to us through our Patreon if you can. Otherwise, drop in our Discord, drop in our Twitter, like our YouTube videos. If you're watching this, comment. That helps the algorithm get us out there. Do we have any other? Oh, recall Molten Hosting. You guys are awesome. Thank you for letting us do our sponsorship. Thank you for dropping in, donating subs on our channel. Use the referral code Recall Knowledge.
One word.
Interpreters are bullshit.
It's a single word. On checkout, you get a first month of hosting for free. Any other shout outs or things you guys want to call out?
Yeah, I want to shout out to level 4, which is a great level to be specifically in this moment, isn't it, Steve? Isn't it?
You haven't quite hit level 4. I am unfortunate. You have to deal with
You are
Shoma.
unfortunate. What if level now instead of that?
I mean, there's a real moment that it feels like maybe it felt right narratively, but we're gonna hit it when we hit the milestone. Unfortunately, you're not quite level 4 yet.
Fine.
I know.
If you guys want to watch something lighthearted and not so serious,
Oh my fucking god!
you can watch Bastion on Friday here on Recall Knowledge at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
TLDR, it's not going to be as lighthearted.
Yeah, it couldn't be much darker than this. Jesus.
This wasn't dark. It was just venomous and bad. Ow.
Right. Otherwise, come watch Bastion on Friday. We're going to be back next Wednesday, September 21st at 7 o'clock for the next episode and potentially the last bit, right? I mean, we're right at the end of the book. I didn't expect this to go the whole night, but there was so much going on that we had to make sure we got it all right. So,
Yes,
so
Steve,
anyways,
thanks for taking my mojo. I'm supposed to be running the dark campaign.
Smile. We did it. Everyone lived. Until next week, everyone out there, stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. I think.
Goodbye. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a downer. All right, guys.
Hey,
See you
Dan.
next week
That
Great
on
session, guys.
Recall
Great session.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
No, that was